Good morning. Happy Monday to you. We wanted to talk to you guys this morning. Something God has revealed something so awesome that I had to share it via video. The kids and I are we're taking Old Testament survey through the Old Testament, and right now we're at the beginning and we're learning about, again, Adam and Eve, which we all know the story over and over. Even if you're like a non-believer, you usually know about Adam and Eve. But growing up being a Christian all my life and hearing this story over and over, I never really realized or grasped God's love for us in this story. Now be quiet while I share, okay? Because this is awesome. There's Grayson. So, anyway, I was reading today in Genesis chapter 3 and verse really 22 through 24. And that's where it was talking about Adam and Eve in the garden. They just had chose to sin against God, and God had told them, he warned them not to eat of the trees in the garden, and they didn't obey him. They allowed the devil to tempt them, and they chose to sin. So they ate from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, and that was what God asked them not to do. But this is where the story gets good. They hid from God. God loved them enough to find them, to seek them out, to clothe them, and then he sent them out of the garden as a consequence for their sin. But it didn't stop there. God's love, he loved them enough to actually protect them from themselves. Today, I never realized that God, he knew that our sinful nature, our sinful state, would tempt us to keep sinning, and we would fall short, and we wouldn't always make right decisions. And he knew that they would probably eat from the tree of knowledge, the other tree that they were told not to eat from. And so to protect them, he sent them out of the garden. And I really believe it was because of if they would have eaten from the tree of life, they would have remained in their sinful state for eternally, like their internal lives and their spiritual life after, like there was no hope for a Redeemer. And because Jesus knew that and wanted to offer them and loved them and wanted to offer them a way out, and he sent them out of the garden, and then he promised a Redeemer to come, hope in Jesus Christ, for forgiveness of sins, where we could be set free and we could have another opportunity to be redeemed by our Savior, our Father. So today, that truth just warmed my heart, and I was so excited. I almost started crying because of God's love for us, and recognizing how much he loves us, and that he desires for us to follow him and obey him, and even when we don't, that he is there to love us through the consequences and ultimately bring us to redemption and hope, and just a life that is godly and honoring to him, and gives freely and serves others. And anyway, that's enough for today with me and my clan. We're recovering from bronchitis. But we wanted to share God's love with you today, and we hope you have a good week. See ya. Bye.